The first one that screams out to me would be Google, because, it's one of it's not to say that they're not without, their antitrust concerns, because, they're going through something with the EU now, trying to lower some of the fines. But you look around and it looks like they're perhaps in a little bit of an imposition when it does come to the DOJ, but not really, because it might be a tricky case for them to lose in some kind of a sense. So do you make anything of, that the regulatory environment and whether or not people should be reticent to invest now because of the fact that there is so many unknowns?
I think the regulatory environment just creates an opportunity for investors over the longer term, because at the end of the day, Alphabet has so many different drivers. And I think what's most exciting about Alphabet is the long-term AI opportunity. While I was actually in Israel last week meeting with clients and at a large tech conference, and I think the biggest takeaway that I had from that is the enthusiasm around embracing AI longer term. Its impacts may be overstated short term, which is why we're seeing some of these semi companies that have run up come down. But longer term, AI is a very durable trend. And when I asked the management teams of startup, publicly traded companies that are integrating AI into their systems, who their provider is, Alphabet, Google was one of the most common answers, much more so than Microsoft. And so when I look at Alphabet, it's not given enough credit for its AI capabilities. You can blame maybe its bungled PR, Bard rollout, back in the springtime, but its AI has been invested in tens and tens of billions of dollars over the longer term. And I think from the feedback I've received, it's a better product than anything that's on the market. So I think that's an important long-term driver. And with the consumer in the US holding up well, its ad-driven revenue is incredibly strong, and you're seeing earnings expectations get beat and raised. And so I think with the more benign economic backdrop, that's supportive of a strong, more robust advertising environment too. And then throw in the fact that Google Cloud has been gaining market share as well. It translates to a very compelling, long-term, durable earnings growth story. That's probably the cheapest, by far the cheapest of all the mega cap names. And so I think there's a lot of durability to Alphabet.